Thomas, you can listen radio.
Yes, I dey lis ten radio. And all wetin I dey lis ten, no get aid, no get till. Government just dey do all wetin e fit for do na the country. Corruption dey all side. For layman get irration sef. Na work and the brother dem no wan give account of wetin dem dey do.
Not so it dey be again. Not so like the way the government dey hide for do anything. Now the people want for know wetin dey happen at the government and they eager for take part for national activity. The government of Salon for be the people government and they not for afraid for opening gates to the people. Thomas, you don hear about OGP, Open Government Partnership?
No, na OGI I don hear about. Open Government Initiative.
Well, now OGI get for implement OGP na Salon, but now the Salon government they bring OGP come na the country for can help them for govern better one and make sure say transparency, accountability, integrity they all side per governance.
Outside the tie cow na dey eat grass.
Let's not talk there. It don't tell let the people they know how much the government they give for run the ministry, department and agency. People therefore know how the contractor then they manage the budget money where the government they give for benefits the people for maintain and report any kishi to police and anti-corruption.
So you want let me go ask me brigadier how much government they give for run 34 hospital?
We realize say open government partnership OGP the benefit to country must tell me.
Whose benefits?
1. Unity na strength. 63 and a better pass one. 63 country and 63 civil society worldwide don't come together under OGP.
And that's gonna make we national OGP go stronger because they don't join in and commit for every government for provide we with more than tools and expertise for implement we national agenda. For example, agenda for prosperity.
Santigi, take the letter also. Go get the councillor, the chief, and Yabon Pose. Tell them say the government of Salon don't bring our OGP na the country. And then get one very important meeting for go talk about OGP and how it go benefit we na the country. 2013, now we Salon send we registration letter, and 2014, now we go join. As I dey talk to you so, government don't put the OGP steering committee in place. They don't invite 17 government people and 17 civil society there for see that the action plan ready and the application succeed.
Pana so meeting inside office.
No, the steering committee no go just sit down one place. They do all things to themselves. Right now, the steering committee they go na the provinces for go sensitize with local people on the step the way Salon get for take for become member of the OGP and how we go overcome the challenges we we'll get for face for develop a national action plan.
Now I don't understand about this open government partnership.
Well, Fambulen, good morning and welcome to another edition of Federation Link. Me they bring the program cantona, Mina Hana Hamida Karim from the Open Government Initiative. The Federation Link na 1 hour governance discussion program with the link with community radio stations them across the country. If you want to join me, you can send a text message to 076 470 400. Well, with me at the studio, I get Theophilus Binder. Well, Theo.
Good morning.
Yeah. Well, make I go quickly through my own updates, then over to you, Theo. This week, we be try for enhance the 644 toll-free number. So, we be there at the OGP office. We dey put together modalities and also go over some of the calls that we don't come. We look at the concerns that we don't come and see how we go able get waiting at the main issues them we come up and see how we're able for educate the public on them. And one of the main issues that we come up continuously will be the get calls they on. Now the fact say commercial drivers then they take halfway transports. So because of that, we develop concepts and get a TV program yesterday with community radio stations link across the country. We be get with the director, traffic management and road safety, and we be also get the motor drivers union, then president. They also be get for council them and educate the public more on this halfway transport, waiting at the agreements where they don't cancel, and how they get for waiting at some of the thing them where they don't put in place for ensure say drivers they not take this halfway. So then be for really get into them and tell we They not only talk about that, they also talk about different things them way they affect the road. Like the fact say some commercial driver them they pull the and they go put additional iron chairs there inside the motor car, where inside during accidents it can be fatal. And we also get for Yeri from the director of traffic, we tell we the number of accidents that we don't take place, or the number of people that we don't die due to road accidents from January to now. Waiting at the statistics we then get the one that we don't get accidents per motorcycle. So if you give it that breakdown, there, so the program be very interactive. Well, Tiona, that will be do this past week, and over to you.
All right, thank you very much indeed, Madam Hannah Karim. I will talk about a few things then and come back to you. We on Friday the late Justice Tola Thompson remains to rest na the Kisi Road Cemetery, and this is somebody where until in death and be the chairman for the Political Parties Registration Commission PPRC, and so the state will award a civic burial. So His Excellency the President, the First Lady, the Vice President, the RBDD for pay the last respect to him. May his soul rest in perfect peace. One big question come out this week we pass as to whether Namande no more they commit the offense of rape. So the discussion that woman herself they perpetrate rape, against mandem, most times underaged mandem, but there is no evidence to the fact say this they happen in our country, because if you go to the courts you get lots and lots of cases of rape against men. So we not get any cases of rape against any woman where they in a court, which side says that no woman not in a court for an offense of rape, not just man them in a court for that offense. So which means it's clear that in real circumstances rape is often committed against a lady by a man and not the other way around. This week we pass something where they happen at other graves, them happen Circular Road Cemetery. Also they go open 39 graves them. Some graves then they don't bury the people there over 20-30 years ago. And according to information, the people who go open the graves them, they go along with bones, human bones, and they go along with other things. The other possibly they just buried recently a culture where they pull on Panam, pull the married ring, and all that kind of thing they do. And while reports become out not too far ago for say Sierra Leone the worst place for die. So if I not say everywhere you die you not get peace now you grave. Man they go back for good disturb your peace, and I don't think say this is not a good thing at all. Survivors, Ebola survivors are going places thanks to the facilitation of the Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs. We see the president of the Ebola Survivors Association and the PRO, the delegation led by the Minister of Social Welfare, Madam Dr. Silva Blyden, will take them to a number of places, including the United States of America, and they will get opportunity for meet with key people in the global health sector. So it's possible that the Ebola survivors here are going to have more attention, but then people don't begin to ask questions about the Ebola orphans, and that there is so much attention on the Ebola survivors, and the Ebola orphans they not seem for they get that kind of attention they. We would hope for say that no will be the case, because they all deserve support. And of course we still wait for the health workers they will be die for let them go pay that 5,000 compensation where they say they go pay to them bereaved families. This not overdue. There's a serious issue going on right now in the country relating to the sale or mortgaging of government quarters. Press release become out recently for say, or the PRO for the Ministry of Works become out recently for say the cabinet do approve the sale of government houses to people, but the first choice will be the current occupant. According to the PRO, the government they spend lots of money on maintenance, and so they're not fit to say it makes sense anymore for continue for maintain the houses. Rather, they for put out the houses on sale and give the one they ready right now the first choice if they want for BAM, and they sell the sellers on 10, 15, 20 years as the case may be. Well, the government will put out this press statement for say the PR will not be pass on the message correctly, but then what then say per the press statement maybe they too far from what the PR will say. But what will they say no more than that it will be in the best interest of the country for let them sell government quarters, because already a number of them have been personalized, some have been converted, and other kinds in the day. So at least let us have something to point out for say this is not government quarters, but if you sell all of them then it will change the history. But the government they say well not to them begin this thing, they meet them and that's something where they be approved since 2001, even before they can of power. And as a result of that, now we make the former government they sell the low-cost houses, the Nakisi, and so there's no point arguing against the decision. But now people they say, well, if SIP sell the low-cost houses, then why the current government want to sell the government quarters? So it's like giving everything away that is supposed to be for the people. And so many people have raised concern over that, and we hope say the authorities then will listen to the fact say selling those houses has been deemed not to be in the best interest of the country, and the authorities then they take office for serve the interest of the masses. Fearful things that they happen, Madam Hannah. We are in a Lumley recently, or this week we so one young Peking, they kill him. They cut in body parts, cut in hand, cut in foot them, and pull in private parts. This is a very serious issue. Then they go discover one dead body of one group 4 security guard, also in the Lumley area. In itself, they don't know the circumstances where lead to in death. Then one young man, the life and say he with mercury, and he end up for killing himself. Then where he come up for saying na lie the life and if they don't make plan already for the money, this and that, but when you find out now, if you're not a lie, so he becomes so discouraged and end up for die when they discover and dead. They don't know how they die actually. The one police officer, a drunk, a open gun firing, tell God thank you, not kill nobody. But then one more issue we'll talk about now, the International Day of the Girl Child where we don't pass, and we talked about last week, and we think say government for stay continue for pay attention to the girl child then, because they remain very very much vulnerable. Many people now where the born girl picking they say na losses, but girl picking not to losses, girl picking a profit, but the family get responsibility for bring a come up, and the state self get responsibility. Because if you see examples like Hannah Karim and others, now girl picking them, let's say go through the same thing where other girl picking they go through, but they are successful. So it means it is possible the parent don't need for pay more attention, and the state self get a role for play. All our pilgrims are back safely. We'll take God thank you. Inside Guinea, at least one pilgrim not be returned because they say they get some kind heart attack and it died. But for we young case, everybody will go come. We'll take a thank you, and it's not clear because they give about 500 scholarships for all the one that will go now. Over 700 will go. Let's say about 500 scholarships. But there are many people they're in confusion as to whether or not the government offer their 500 scholarships there or not the president directly, because for each of the pilgrims there now $5,000, and the impression out there now that the 500 people that will get the government scholarship. I mean, none from the president himself. So if I for law make clarification on this, a law get more transparency, because if now 500 scholarships, they will be evenly distributed amongst the district, amongst the various political parties, and all of that. Madam Hannah.
Thank you very much to you for that update there. Oh, I blush when you say you make reference to me. Thank you.
You know, a success story. Insofar as girls are concerned, you know. So for you, we know we need una type for serve as role model for other girls than for emulate. And you know, many parents are now they find it difficult for take care of the girls then because of the poverty situation and the fact say times have changed.
Yeah, I know, but one thing I go like for saying that girls can do it better, because girls and women with the encouragement and the determination they can do it better.
Okay, well, if you say girls can do it better, the men can do it best, of course.
Oh, Theo.
Of course.
Yeah. But then I did try forget Kasho, because yesterday they be get an election na the Western Area Rural District.
Okay.
So I did try forget for make it go give you updates on that election.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you not be there?
No, I'll not be there, but I will the follow up events leading to the by-election. Now a simple election for a councillor position, and we see a lot of politicking, you know, and we hear a lot of other things them were very unpleasant. But always forget the update from Kasha, because when I say one of the
yes, still okay. I don't get Kasha.
Great.
Hello, Kasha. Good morning. Hello. I don't lose some. I think na the network.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many things that happen in Waterloo area. This week we pass one young man, a name White Boy. They run a kiosk na the Corner Park area. You know, they go discover a dead body. Whilst they don't left in shop, they go na in house. Bad man they go hang for us on side, and na here while they be the worker. Them try the lady mot, so then go hala.
Theo, hold on.
Go on.
I think I don't get Kasha. Yes, Kasha, good morning. Welcome to Federation Link.
Good morning, Anna. Good morning to Pambole.
Yeah. Kasha, you can please tell me what they happen in Western Area Rural District?
Well, the Western Area Rural District, 90 days ago, we can say 3 months, they lost one of the councillor, now about 337 way, now Suleiman Bar. So the National Electoral Commission be done declare Saturday 15th of October 2016 for a by-election about 337. During the process of the election, 3 political parties they come out for contest for that position day. APC being sent Usman Peri as the candidate, SLPP being sent Mohamed Lash Kamara as their own candidate, and ADP being sent Mohamed Alaji Mara as the candidate. Yesterday, the election been gone, and out of 11 centers where the counting been gone immediately after 5 o'clock for the polling done. Of course, the peaceful division where the ops officer and inspector Augustine Kagbo be able to provide security very New York City anything that violence take place. After the process where the county don't go to the talent center done by NEC, where the district election officer with Madam Rosetta Thomas, and also the Western Region NEC commissioner with Madam Miata French, they been get for announce that APC Usman Peri been score 1,750 votes. SLPP Mohamed Lash Kamara been get 440 votes, and ADP Mohammed Alachi Mara bin score 92 votes. Process be peaceful, be quiet and normal, even though after people go. Within the Western Rural District, they face the too much thief and killing where they go right now. Two Sunday last week Sunday, the old businessman the Waterloo community they call Corner Park in name Mohammed Gandhi. People they call him white boy. They get for left his shop at around 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning, going to his house now Samuel Town, where it's about 500 meters from the military barracks. They been get for lost his life. Unknown gangs then they attack him together with his wife, Zainab, and they get for kill him. This man may lost his life on the night day because they stab on his neck, and then police they take the body go the mortuary for post-mortem, and the police investigate. Also, Anna work for Strangle now. Even though yes, people will say the police say the all side, they can say the manpower not plenty, but the investigation where the police do is this matter very fast. We find out say information which we say they don't get some people already will get connected to this killing. Every night you sleep at the Waterloo community, you will hear say people don't go and attack people on thief. So basically, people they call on the police and even the military barracks where they also use Waterloo community and Benguma, so make they assist them, especially in night patrol, because they find out so now the thief man them they come out all outside part of the country and they go outside. They not forget say not only the Waterloo township they benefit from light, but the other parts them like Lompa, Benguma, Samuel Town, going down to Tumbo, not get electricity. So all the places they can dark, and then the guys here can make use of this as an advantage for go and commit bad things. But apart from that, people they go on quietly and the life is normal.
Well, Kasho, thank you very much for that update today.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. Theo.
Yeah.
You be just a talk about this guy.
Yeah, I tell you, say so many things that happen in Waterloo when we're uncalled for, and like where Cash yourself put them, the people of Waterloo now they sleep safe, they wake, you know, and now hangats that they sleep and wake with, and so not a good thing, especially to what happened to that young man, white boy, and you know the interesting thing, he was killed not for money.
Really?
Say, yeah, not for money, not to say anything. They just want to eliminate it. So it's a very serious issue.
So now, just an ordinary businessman or
just an ordinary businessman. They doing business, serve food, they go and host anywhere. Yeah. I mean, then all of a sudden it comes under attack.
I don't get Patrick on the line. Hello, Patrick. Good morning and welcome to Federation Link.
Yeah, Anna. Good morning and good morning to the people of Sierra Leone.
Yes, Patrick, you can quickly update me waiting they happen in Kono district.
Oh yeah. Security don't become a concern to the people of Kono district. Last year, remember, a police officer been found in a ditch. That one, but they not been able to see him gone. He been there on guard for the night. They not be able to see him gone and gone being lost. This week again, a police officer, an OSD officer, where the guy the PC and Sons shop, 76 Tankodo Road. Criminals attack on a net and take cutlass, slash in head heavily. He get for go unconscious. They not be able to thief na the shop, but then carry in. And this now the fourth gun na Kono district. We they don't criminal then go with them. So it don't become an alarming situation that if gun they go in the hands of civilians, people that we not secure, then waiting others and get for them. Restart no go day. After we then left job, then go by Bongo Street. Local NGO called Lakawi, where they work on access to justice for women and children. The manager then forcefully enter a house and put her under gunpoint take in computer, phone, and some cash money to go with them. Instead, come report in a police station. Police then they investigate the matter as I speak. The day before that again, on Tuesday this week, then we go to the Kwaduni Sembel City Council and thief at the deputy stay in office. And this will be the second theft we don't take place inside 2 months at the Kwaduni Sembel City Council. Then take so many things and document, computer, said and don't report a police station, investigation they go. Because of that, there has been called an emergency meeting day before yesterday at the Tankoro police station at the LUC in office. Inside the emergency meeting, civil society been there, traditional leaders, the chiefs, ONS, the military personnel, various stakeholders them in there. And the LUC been here for bring this to light that they want go on action, but they get a problem of logistic, like vehicles, fuel, and the one they check, install different checkpoints in the city, especially when it don't pass 12 at night till morning. Then they able to check, see. So the meeting is for postponed to yesterday again, wherein everybody meets at the Fatima Hall, discussing issues and the civilian, they don't give in, including the chiefs for let them contribute or help the police so that they will able to combat the situation and they. But this is a real problem. People that they talk, if an police officer full gun in hand, they're not able to secure. What about the civilian? That's not a big question to we all. So people are so concerned about security business at Kono district. Coming to Giko Press, I've been on one time say there is a stop in the city town road, but they don't resume the work again. Don't come with bigger machine than Giko, they don't resume the work. One thing where it happen now, Anna, diamond don't be a problem now Kono district. Any small thing where them pull on act, people then they look at and say they for go wash and diamond most. Then the drainage them where they don't dig, where the machine dig, it take the dirty out. They load down on top bulldozers and they go that back for workers. One passing road there by Sukudu, they almost block the road just for letting was forget diamond. When I ask the people, they're waiting, they say no, not dirty block, they want to. They create dirty block plenty, so dirty plenty way for dig. But just because they say that be a diamond ferrous area, and when they pull that dirty, they not allow one for day. So then they go with them for go work. So for this, and then information here, I get for share.
Well, Patty, thank you very much for that report there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Till you waiting Patty say, I think then frequent killings there so or attack there now it cause for concern. I just say the police go they put modalities in place for control or for curtail.
Yeah, many people think say the country they head for doom, and we hope say that will be the opposite, because it's not going to be fine for we. Imagine guns in the hands of the wrong people taking guns from legitimate holders of those guns for their own private use. So it's a very serious situation. Nobody knows their intention. And imagine police officer there on guard, people they go attack and chap and pull gun in hand. Somebody will say perhaps he was not on alert, and the other time I mean they make a case for the private security guards them that they need to be armed. Imagine policeman with gun, now they go attack so the killer, So it's a chap. The other one they go find in body and gun in the route. So you see, so in fact it's delicate for the deploy one grains officer na place, therefore be true at any deployment. And even for private guard, I talked the last time, I say they're not for the deploy one private guard na a place. It will be two, and at least one of them forget arm, where they go register them, and now only for that location that gun they go there for. But the society they become very very terrible, and it good for the security officers them, and even the government tighten up the belt for make sure say they stay on top of the situation, because if criminal they on top of the situation, then I beg to say nobody will be safe in the country. So it's a serious situation we are talking about.
Yeah, definitely. Indeed, na a serious situation. And look, this poor man with them kill na Waterloo.
Exactly.
It's so it's so I don't know.
Yeah, but
it's so sorry.
The killing it again na Lumley. Then the back is send a very bad signal. Also they kill Pekin, they cut a hand, cut in foot, pull in private part. I think then for condemn them outrightly, just like we condemn the proposed sale of the government houses.
Definitely, because Theo for Kumbrade, all my go they wondering now waiting for do with you Pekin, because you definitely get for care and go school, you know, get for the able monitor 24 hours. So
and the big issue above it all now the ritual aspect of it. Because if they kill person, they put in body parts, which means now for ritual purpose. What for? Who is behind it? You see, these are the questions then where we think so for ask for see how best we can able for handle
yes, Theo, let we quickly go Kabbalah. Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning, Antiana. Thank you for bringing kind of this education link.
Yes, sir. So, waiting the happen na Koinadugu district.
Yeah, you know, say yesterday be the hand washing day. During the Ebola, people may not actually use for wash their hands because of the policies them. But after the Ebola, people lost their institutions them, they lost their district, so hand washing almost disappear. And according to the body people them, but who sickness of plenty get not through the hands them, and at need they at all times, lot of sick them. So yesterday, Oxfam and other NGOs them come together for celebrate this day away. A lot of people make key messages them. But the key messages that I encourage everybody for washing hand and also for go back home and encourage people for wash their hand. Then we distribute the relic bucket yesterday, and then we train some picking them so then we go back at the schools and go cascade the message of hand washing. Well, you know, say when I do go get 11 children them, and 6 out of the 11 children are they share banding with Guinea. So as a result, needed for the engage with the Guinea people them for see how best and for police them border there. Because quite recently, the IG and team in Kabbalah and the AIG Northeast in Kabbalah for can see the routes where they can pass with scale for smuggler for Gona Guinea. As a result of that one day yesterday, we get also a meeting at the border crossing points to encourage the community people them for provide security for the borders them so that foodstuff, fuel and any other commodity where they pass through them border and they for Gona Guinea, them people for report them to the police. As a result of that one, they set up committee yesterday. Then we set some committees them. We will always want to inform the police about things that will happen at the border. Considering the fact that the size of the district is big, and we get porous entry points them for go out and for inside the district. One of the paramount chiefdom representing company that yesterday on Pinda Modu Kamara of Follows About the Belia chiefdom been pledging commitment on behalf of the chiefdom say then go always ready for make sure say they stand by the police and then self now will take as a responsibility for police the border them, because quite recent people on land say a lot of fear then the smuggler to go towards border there for Gona Guinea, and the radio has been a part of the program where they not take a more pull them for tell them the need for police the border them apart from smuggling fuel. But what I say the Republic of Guinea and Bracan, the country they lost in terms of revenue. So a lot of people make statements yesterday. Key among come from Guinea, where the young people on the other side of the border for make sure say they do a collective responsibility for police the border between Sierra Leone and Guinea. On the whole, this is peaceful, and the youth saga, the case still in a court, the youth still appear court, but at the moment, the district is quite peaceful, those that people are still the wait for no waiting will be the report of the committee and the set the matter, and also the findings of the independent police complaints board where they already can do na Kwenadugu district, Anna.
Oh, thank you very much, Stephen, for that short update there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Theo, I see Stephen beat you to it. He talk about the global hand washing there. I think say this week then we get lots of international celebration.
Yeah, lots of the
because
month.
not to be just, I think on Monday they begets the mental health World Mental Health celebration or so. Then after you get the girl child international girl child celebration in ASEA again yesterday.
Yeah, so many events. Them, some of them we just treat with a wave of the hand, and some of them we seem for to treat them with some level of seriousness. And well, so many things then they were still in stock, but the hand washing day now very important one. And now if you go to places, of course, the habit of hand washing don't I don't know if I don't know if OGI is still maintain now, but we in a culture we not maintain again. And other institutions them I go to World Bank by a meeting, and I was impressed where the guy showed me, the security showed me to the side for wash me hand, and then it gets big and towel for whip hand, this and that. So very impressive. Then I think so we need for inculcate that really, because me I'm used to it. When I go to places I really want for wash me hand.
We get hand sanitizers all over.
Oh, okay, all right, I see. Well, that's great. But most places they don't forget about that. And so we not forget to say, because the hand very important. And you know, then border patrol. You know, now we see they want to begin lay emphasis on border patrol. We cannot stop them and say, oh, we got almost borders there, and that will borders them porous. But we need to take real practical action for make sure say we close the loopholes. So many things they go out, so many things they come in illegally, you know, and we need for checkmate that, because that's itself they go a long way for cripple we economy, you know, and people that don't begin ask and say, where is the sincerity in the austerity? You know.
Well, family, if you just join me, this now Federation Link where they come to you every Sunday morning. You can send a text message to 076 470 400 076 470 400. That's not the number we will send the text message to. Theo, I think say the borders there, yes, now it cause for concern, but I think say due to the vigilance where the police don't put up, it don't begin to yield small dividend, like the Cambia for instance.
The Cambia for instance, now a very big one, and we investigate further as to would I forget the praise for for leaking that out, because for a small place like Cambia they get over 30 petrol stations, and some of the petrol stations they need to sell their product into locals, so they don't keep there as a reservoir for onward smuggling into Guinea. So all the consignment where they go now, some of the stations they now for exports exclusively.
Yeah, Theo, I just don't get Abubakar.
Great.
We go to him quickly. Hello, good morning, Bakari, and welcome to Federation Link.
Yeah, thank you very much, Anna Karim and Dr. Benda, for this wonderful program. Federation Link.
Yes. You can quickly tell me what's in the happen post local districts in just few minutes.
Ghana, security now a cause for concern. Yesterday, two unknown persons, one Okada rider, now the highway between Potloko and Mangibure. As the church then tell them say them to Mange, when they reach one village called Simbek, come to other direction. The man Adulam, then chop then take the boy in bike, then can't go. But the police headed by the north, when I for the IG. Now, then they trace then 2 people in there. We hire this bike mania now we don't lost in life. Well, then get for bring the body now the Poloko police station. We later then can go now the Poloko government hospital for postmortem. Well, the family now body for good burial. Same way to one incident the happened inside Longsa with an Okada rider. I suspect now one medicine man in the Iram and see make it taken along the village distance within Longsa or Marampa Chito. So the people in our Potoko don't raise a serious concern as security the need for increase the police patrol and same way to put security apparatus together for trap them by the player and some they carry live handgun and same way to some they carry then cutlass or knife when they threaten people as some people are also the risk concern the one area between SLRA and the Ministry of Agriculture. We get lots of potholes them as they reach that particular place in the same way so then attack them, command them, then they put that them place. They overpower them and they take the Okada and the hand. Same way so inside Sana Golonto Chido, inside local district, government for good blind man them don't be that particular Chido. According to one research and so I go make this stuff. Found out say them backside that way they call and I think they cause sleep by blindness don't cause a lot of people don't find Sasana Bolong Chido. Well, this Sasana Bolong about 28 primary schools them are only 3 9 government or 5 junior secondary school now only 1 government or approved. And according to the residents of Dorich the lapses with education don't go beyond that particular children because most of the teachers them are untrained and unqualified. How they go able to better than do business that particular children? Well, as all for this speech, we happen for be the district or that for local district don't get water at all. But according to people, we then invite the Minister for Water Resources and same way to the Minister for Energy. Don't be promised the people in our people. They can still drink the water as the people in now same way to the suffer for source safe drinking water. This is a cause for concern for all the people that we have inside local town. When Abubakar can report for OGI FedLink inside local.
Yeah, Abubakar, thank you very much for the short updates there. Well, till you listen to waiting Abubakar
Definitely.
say, I think this is a major cause for concern.
Yeah. Well, we don't talk about the safety of the Okada riders them. They will only kill them and they continue for the kill them across the country. And this is a very serious cause for concern because the Okada riders them, let's say they try to go make ends meet, and so it's unfair for let somebody go target them, kill them and take the bike away. Why do you want to be so wicked?
And probably something not to get the bike.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so but why do you want to be so wicked? You kill a person, take the bike, you go. Some people like get conscience, and this is what they say. Evil don't badly dominate good in society to an extent that things that they happen now where you never even know why it will happen. And one other issue where Bakari is now this aspect of education. For say they get a number of secondary schools, number of primary schools, but there are just few government don't approve. Well, within this mean that much attention is not being paid to education na local district, and other districts themselves they suffer the same fate. And this is very serious because we'll see education if they both at the grassroots and national level, and so you cannot do it the other way around. Otherwise, you will always get poor yields. You know, and investing in human beings very crucial to the development of the country.
Yes, Theo, make our holiday quick. Just don't get Mr. Lalugba from Moyamba. Hello, Mr. Lalugba. Good morning and welcome to Federation Link.
Yeah, good morning, Anna. Good morning, Federation Link.
Yes, sir. Quickly waiting they happen the Moyamba district.
Yeah, Moyamba district story is still remain the same. I mean, no progress. In fact, in all this treatment, no more statement for any stakeholder. I mean, in when regards to the continuation of this road from Moyamba Junction to the township, and when you talk about water, in fact, light is like, in fact, until Jesus Christ come down. So nothing is being said about all these issues. The other thing, new thing happen in Moyamba this year. I mean, new become, they become stakeholders get meeting, they refer to as boundary delimitation to maybe to further either buttress or complement what you need to do, and maybe to inform people about the actuality. And in that meeting, most stakeholders we did it, and including civil society and the media was also represented. And so far, I mean, these are the things so far in Moyamba. Of course, the road from Moyamba Junction to the township, I mean, I don't know whose English will allow me. It's completely bad. Anna, people that are even free now for car them to car and reach to the township. So, I mean, it's not because of transiting the car now, Moyamba for them cut off completely.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Lalugba, for that short report there.
Thank you very much, Anna.
Yes, sir. What, Theo? Now the word that.
Oh well, Mr. Lalugba say nothing is moving. Then this is very serious. If nothing is moving, then it's a very delicate situation, and things should get moving. As a matter of fact, and if it happens the other way around, then it's a shame, you know.
Yes.
So we hope say the authorities will pay attention to that.
Make her go through the text messages them quickly. It said the law has to bite the defaulters. By this, the people will refrain from doing wrong with impunity. Okonte. This one said, Theo and Hannah, thanks for vital information in Federation Link, but it's a pity in Salon. Armed robbers, killing, opening of graves, plus austerity measures is equal to serious disaster in Mama Salon. God help us. From JMK na Waterloo. This other one say OGI, this kill business na this country don rampant, so this is really fearful. From political Blanco na Moyamba district. This other one say the rampant killing has become alarming. Where are our security forces? Our lives are threatened now every day. 1 or 2 people will lost their lives. Lecturer J.Y. Ma. This other one say those who witnessed the Waterloo by-election would testify that the country's funds have been diverted to lavishly spent during elections from Kokanabo. He said the rampant ritual is a sign that election is very close. Those politicians who are eager for power believe that blood must be shed to gain power. This other one say he said Hannah and Theo, may the late PPRC boss Tola Thompson rest in peace. Those unpatriotic citizens in Freetown that are in the habit of opening graves and disturb the peace of the dead, Allah will going to expose them and prosperity will judge them. It say also the by-election seats in Ward 112 in Kamakwe and Ward 337 in Western Rural districts. Oh, this one not too clear. It's a Federation Link. The ruling APC party have done it again in the 2 by-election in Ward 112 in Kamakwe and Ward 337 in the Western Rural, which I'm sure the 2018 polls will be a soft touch and landslide victory for our great victorious APC party. Above the killing of our fellow citizens, our go away with their body parts have become a tune of the day, and it must be addressed by security apparatus for the good of our motherland. Those who are in the habit of opening graves and disturb the peace of the dead, prosperity will judge, and one day they will be dead people, as what goes around comes around. From Come Down Fresh McKinney. They say hand washing day is a welcoming news, as this will help improve our health status in our various homes. Also, International World Girl Day is a. This one not too clear, but it come up from Kalusha Boaliana McKinney. This other one say from Father Love Confidential Textiles Maboka Town. Nowadays people are so wicked, may God help us. It say please bike riders, you have to be careful when you are traveling. From Father Love Confidential Textiles. This other one say there are so many porous roads to our borders, that is why smuggling is a problem in this country. Government should tighten up the border areas. It says the election ends peacefully in that part of the country. I'm calling on the winner to call everybody on board toward development. From Mudizana McKinney. He said the security should alert to stop increase of armed robbery and frequent killing in the country, as it's a threat to many citizens. This other one say hand washing celebrated. I think hand washing should be a culture to us, as to prevent many diseases from our midst. From Celebrity Textiles, Bombali Textiles Union. This other one say the killing in the Freetown municipality is terrible. Please Papa government intervene. From MOD Don, concerned citizen, Mountain Courts. This other one say Federation Link, the whole issue of rape, whether done to man or woman, is an evil act. From Amara Alpha in Kailaon. He say this kill way don boku, so APC therefore be very careful na dem be dey na power wey war bin calm na salon. From Blessing Boy Mongeba. This other answer, I call on police and other security bodies to stand tall and address these ugly issues for the good of our motherland. From Kalusha Boalia. He said he who feels it knows it, so the problem in Sierra Leone is affecting more of the poor than the rich. From Coca. This other one say open the graves for what reasons? Why people behaving as if they too are not going to die and judged by Allah? From Amara Alpha na Kailaon. This final one say God Almighty, send your divine intervention to our nation. If not, we are lost. All the things we do these days are not good for us as a nation. The government needs to ask themselves where the problem occurred. This na lecturer J.Y. Mahoy. Well, through this now some of the text messages then.
All right. We want to say plenty thank you to the texters them. Of course, we're concerned about all the issues them we don't highlight, and we hope say the authorities them will take the appropriate measures. We don't say the police themselves they under serious pressure, and we don't expect them for play magic for handle things, because they not go determine waiting then at the next man in mind when I go kill pussy or if I go take bike or if I go, but they are doing a very good job. They are doing their best, and for say bravo to them. Of course, when they do the other thing wrong, we will also condemn them on that in the day. But I can say that they are under serious pressure. That make enough finally they also give them pressure on matters involving land. Like we tell recently in Nagokupa, where policemen they began for going to a running battle with young man them. I mean, over a demolition exercise will take place. That could have been averted. We see a lot of other things that happen elsewhere, and of course, back to the issue again for do with the opening of graves. Now the Circular Road Cemetery, I think say that's also got to do with the neglect of them graves of the graveyards by the city council very responsible for them. If you go na the graveyards them, if I say the fence where they be done they start for bill, they not complete them. The fence do not get gates, so everybody get access to them. The cemetery there. In fact, the cemeteries them they use them as yard road, this and that. So if you go on the net today, people that they go sit down for discuss. Some man they go sit down with 2 man. All that's in the days. All that should be yes, of course. Man in the video.
Well, to make a holiday quickly, I get Mr. Kalon from Kenema. Hello, good morning, Mr. Kalon.
Good morning, Hannah. Good morning, Federation Link.
Yes, sir. Quickly, waiting they happen Kenema district.
Kenema district civil society, they sit down, they look patiently for receive the ombudsman. Well, about 3 weeks ago, Kenema district civil society they became together and write one letter of complaint. Say then the second highest contributor to the road maintenance fund, that the buy share, pass all other partners this country past western areas, but they say they not get the benefit at all. Then point finger up and the road network inside Kenema town say it is backward, it is bad one, and that make them write letter to the ombudsman and complain that they can't think they not fine. Then they go further back for complaint say even the free healthcare what they talk about. Then they talk about the woman, then Kumra, and then under 5 picking them. But they say they not the benefit because they don't get one doctor where they see but woman, then that's not gynecologist, and so bad they don't get one pediatrician where they see but picking them. So they made them complain, they put up a letter, they send it to the ombudsman write and say he don't receive the letter. Where then 2 days here, the civil society in Kenema received letter from the ombudsman we promise he will go sit down face to face with them this Monday for let them talk about their affairs, let them look into their complaint. Where the civil society in Kenema don't hold one meeting yesterday where now a meeting for calculate or for write down all waiting are then concerned with evidence of proof for say their complaint and their concerns na legitimate one. So then they look forward for see the ombudsman tomorrow Monday which I then go put na table all their complaint and their concerns then. Apart from that, Kenema district quiet, everything they go on smoothly. The electricity side, then they get electricity as will be promised them be safe, but it reach a time it can be go 2 days where light not there, and they still the complaint say when light not there, they not get nobody where they can report to them where to make light not there at all. The people of Kenema be they complain like other areas in Afriton about the GSC where they put on the money where they for pay for the credit where they buy. But now they concern more about the availability. They say when you buy it up, you forget light. And if rainy season not even done it, light begin go, therefore know why it they go. So that the money when they pay, you know go there in a bank, it go there for use. Now that they happen Kenema district as at now, everything they go on smoothly, the place calm.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Kalon, for that short report there.
Thank you, Anna.
Yes, sir. Well, you hearing Mr. Kalon.
All right. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Kalon. Where we don't see the ombudsman work on the stretch, and these are all issues there where the local council and the government for able for address. But now if the people then they resort to calling the attention of the ombudsman to the issues then the ombudsman says say go there for going at the concerns on the face-to-face basis, then it's a welcoming move, but it always shows say structures are not working very well, and that also is a shame, and we hope say things then will get better in terms of responding to specific needs by district level, regional level, and all of that. Well, as time is done now, I would just say that the police they don't launch one operation which they don't arrest about 36 drivers them and charge them to court over this halfway issue. Say drivers they still go halfway, and the drivers themselves they give their own justification for the halfway. They say vehicle on there and the high traffic now the city and other places them they make they consume more fuel than for the burn and so if they not do so, they're not going for pay. And then the bus owners then they ask for about 250,000 loans. I mean, also that's not easy at all. Then lastly, the question is who replaces Justice Tola Thompson? People that don't begin and got to say, may not go take a politically charged person and go put on there, because that office there, the whole life will be very neutral. And that Justice Tola Thompson be exhibit, he was very, very neutral, and so he not give any preference to any political party. So if you go take somebody when partisan and go replace
this we can say no beat, no jump the gun.
Okay, well
patience and wait.
Okay, well let's
and
wait and see.
definitely after then you can
no,
make
it's just concern. I'm just raising the
it's a
concern from the people.
but just wait and see. Then after
wait, because we get for scrutinize.
After then you can come up with their issues
all
there.
Right,
So
okay.
But just no fine for beats the gun.
Okay, well that's concerns from the people I'm reporting.
Well, thank you very much, Theo. Now so we go bring down the curtain to this program. If you miss for listening this program, you can go to the OGI website, we na www.ogi.gov.sl. You will listen to a repeat broadcast, or to that you can just download them, then you can listen to them. Also, on our call the 644 toll-free line on major issues them we una go like for get more clarity on, and that can help for feed into we have your say program on Saturday, in as much as we also get for the come with sensitization and updates on the OGP process. But we also can use this opportunity for bring then stakeholders there, so for educate una and tell una waiting una supposed for know, or waiting there within the ambit of the law where or the policies the way government don't put in place for address all of them challenges them way una they call it. Me will bring the program Cantona, Mina Hana Hamida Karim. Thanks to the technical man, Surya Ija, and also the OGI supports people the way they inside the studio, and all we Federation Link members them we help we for make this program a success. So till we meet next week, I say tata.